I want to share with you what I believe is the secret to boosting your fertility. I've got 13 years of experience of helping couples boost their fertility naturally, and there's only one conclusion I can draw, and that's what I'm sharing in this video. Hello lovely, welcome to this video. My name is Inge Fleur and I am a fertility homeopath. I help couples to fall pregnant naturally worldwide through the videos here on my YouTube channel, my life programs, my DIY programs, and occasionally one-to-one. I am passionate about being that voice out there for you that tells you that you can heal your fertility naturally, and not just encourage you, but also give you the practical tools that you can implement in your life to get to that point that you can say, this was the key to my fertility. And in this video, I am talking with you about the secret. The secret. What is the secret to your fertility? I can tell you one of the very first videos I shot was in the garden on what is now a really old phone. So I think the resolution is pretty grainy, but I am basically ranting into the camera about how there is an issue with a quick fix mentality for fertility. And I still believe that. And yeah, there are quick fixes, but it disregards something really important. And let me explain it to you with this example. When you have lost the keys to your house or the keys to your car, whatever, where do you find your keys? Exactly, always in the last spot that you looked. So this is what quick fixes for fertility are. If somebody says that they have a quick fix, or you believe you found a quick fix and this was it, and then suddenly you fell pregnant, or then suddenly you were able to carry to full term, it was just the last thing you did. Because there are so many things that need to be in place for you to be able to fall pregnant and carry to term. First of all, there are two of you. I know that a lot of the focus when it comes to fertility is on the woman, and there's a good reason for it, because yes, you both provide the sperm and the egg, so this is the woman, right? But the woman also needs to carry the baby, so your body needs to be able to do that and keep up hormones. So yeah, there are more things that could go wrong fertility-wise for the woman, but that still doesn't make it right to just focus on the woman. Where was I going with this? I don't remember, but I feel like it was important to just mention that. Maybe Edit Fleur will see where I was going with this. Oh yeah, I remember. I was saying how it was important to have lots of things in place. And if there is a one thing that you then do after which you fall pregnant, finally, or finally able to carry to term, then that was just the last key. Or maybe it was the key, but your foundation was right. So this is what my secret is. The secret is your foundation needs to be right. You need to have a fertile foundation. And now you're thinking, okay, great, Fleur, but what does that mean? What that means is that you and your partner are healthy enough to fall pregnant. That's it. So look at the basis. What do you need to be healthy? You need to not be overweight, preferably. Doesn't mean you can't fall pregnant at all when you're overweight. But if this is an issue for you, then work on that. If you can't lose weight, even though you're eating really healthily, then that might mean there's a hormone imbalance. So then you look at the hormone imbalance. See what I mean? And this is how you play a detective when it comes to your fertility. How are you emotionally? How's your relationship? Do you know that there is research out there that shows that women that feel insecure financially in their relationship, or maybe because they would love to be married and their partner doesn't want to be, that's also a sense of insecurity for those women. When they feel insecure, their chances of conceiving are much smaller than for the women that do feel secure financially or in their relationship because they know their partner is committed to them. So how is your relationship? Could there be any reason that your body isn't able to hold on to a baby or fall pregnant for emotional reasons? Look into it. And as a side note, when it comes to emotional reasons, you never have to dig. You just don't push it down. If there is an issue emotionally, it will come up. But you may have a mechanism that you are pushing it down, and that is what you need to try and unlearn. Okay, and then there's nutrition. I was eating vegetarian for a long time, and I think I did a video on this recently, and I know it's very controversial, Let's not go into this, okay? Let's just talk about what my experience is and my conclusion after all of these years of working with couples. And that is, We need to make sure that we have all the nutrients in our body. And yeah, we can get some supplementation, and that can sometimes be really important if we're very deficient. I am definitely not against supplementation. I'm definitely not against nutrition level tests. I do them all the time with my patients. But they doesn't that always say on the bottle? Like, supplementation isn't a substitute for a healthy diet. And that is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. There's no point in trying to eat prefab food and then think that you can supplement adequately with supplementation. Look at the basis of your diet. And I am all for enjoying foods. I'm all for cake. You will hear me talk about the 80-20 rule in a lot of my programs as well, including Prep for Baby, which is up at the moment. I don't know when you're watching this, maybe it's something new by now, but there's always going to be something. So if you're interested in what kind of life program I'm running, or which DIY programs I have available, or if I have spaces for one-to-one treatment, then make sure that you are on my mailing list, because that is where I will let you know. I'm always sharing freebies, masterclasses, and so on. Currently, if you're watching this in 2024, there is a free course called Your Fertile Window, which helps you find when you are fertile in your cycle. So you can sign up for that, and then you can join the mailing list together with it and get my extra resources. But that was a side note. So you need to make sure that your nutritional basis is in order. And if you can't eat certain things because you are severely allergic, or for religious reasons or cultural reasons, just realize, be aware of the fact that you are really missing out. I am a fan of the Nourishing Traditions way of eating. I have discovered that this is the only way to properly nourish our bodies and feed ourselves, and also to avoid taking in toxins that are depleting us of nutrients. So it's not just about you need to eat organ meats, you need to have raw milk, you need to have bone broth, blah, blah, blah. No, it's also about making sure you're preparing your foods in the right way so that you're not getting certain chemicals and enzymes and whatever in your body that are depleting you of the minerals you're trying to take in with your supplements or your other healthy foods. So your nutrition is an incredibly important basis. What else have we got? Oh, I just talked about my free Your Fertile Window course, because that is one of the things that I discovered as well. A lot of us women have not been raised to understand our cycles. We think at a certain point that the cervical mucus means that we have a bacterial infection down there, or that we have thrush, when actually that is a really healthy thing to be having. So I talk about cervical mucus in Your Fertile Window as well. It is one of the key elements that we have to recognize our fertile window opening. But if you are suffering with irregular cycles, or you aren't falling pregnant, or you are not carrying your baby to term, then your cycle is going to be a huge, huge clue, which brings me to another life program I'm running soon, the Clues to Your Charts. In that program, we're looking at what kind of hormone imbalance can you spot from your chart, because when you understand what the hormone imbalances you're dealing with, then that will take you to solutions, right? You need to play detective. There aren't solutions that apply to everyone. And this is one of the reasons I was also ranting against Vitex at one point. So you can find those articles on my website. I think I also have a video here on the channel, because Vitex was going around on all the fertile fora and saying, oh, this is the solution. Well, in fact, it can completely mess up your cycle. So when it comes to your fertility, I guess the secret is you need to be healthy. And what does that mean? Health means that your body is able to cope with changed circumstances. So whether that's internal, you've eaten something, so your sugar levels go up, that your body brings them down and is able to convert the sugar and take it into your cells so that you can use it. Or if it's really hot outside, that you start to sweat. Or if something horrible happens emotionally, that you are not suppressing the grief or the trauma, but you're going through it and you're crying. Actually lying in bed for at least a day and crying your eyes out is a lot healthier than that person that goes back to work and says they're all fine. We all know that. And if there is any reason for you to see that there is something about you or your partner or your relationship that is unhealthy, then that is your clue. That is where you start working. That is where you start digging. There's no quick fix solution. And if you do find it, it's just because the basis, your foundation, your fertile foundation is already in place. One of the great things to look at, though, is egg and sperm quality, because that is something that you can't see, but there are a couple of things that you can look at and address that I know that I have figured out, and I've put it in a video for you. So here is the video on your screen right now that takes you to the egg quality video, how to improve your egg quality. And if you're in that video, it can link you through to the improving sperm quality as well. And in the meantime, see you in the next video. Bye.